Here in Salt Lake City, Utah, there have been recent changes in the laws regarding especially liquor designed to kind of pump some life into the convention business in downtown. There's a beautiful facility called the Salt Palace Convention Center in downtown Salt Lake City, which has kind of gone underutilized, and they're hoping to change that here. One of the conventions that has already come here is the annual convention and trade show of the American Bonanza Society, and we're here with Tom Turner, who is the manager of technical services for the society, to give us kind of an overview of the event. Tom, thanks for taking some time out.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate you coming down. The American Bonanza Society Convention is the premier educational event and trade show for our membership each year. We hold it in different parts of the country, and this year, as you said, we came to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City.
Now, this does not look like some of the other type club convention and trade shows we have seen. People tend to think of Bonanza as a, let's put it in polite terms, a legacy design, and maybe don't think of it as being on the cutting edge of a lot of things. But you guys have a great trade show here with a lot of vendors.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, it is a legacy airplane, but it is still a current production airplane as well. So we have 62 years of continuous production of airplanes that we help support in their safe flying operations. Because the design has been in production for so long and there's so many copies of the different versions of the aircraft, one of the things that's worked out very nicely for owners is there has been a rather large, in general aviation terms, aftermarket industry crop up to support those airplanes. And that's reflected in the variety and the number of vendors that we have in our trade show. There are a lot of people still supporting the airplane at the factory, but the greatest support for the aircraft overall comes from the aftermarket. It really makes for an orientation toward a one-stop shopping for the Beech owner. If you have a product that you want to sell to Beech airplane owners, this is where you go. If you are an owner and want a product that's oriented toward your airplane, this is the best place to see them all in one place.
You guys started out years ago being a primarily vendor-focused show in terms of the educational opportunities for attendees. You've kind of grown now to a point where there are a lot of seminars here that have nothing to do with specific products per se, but are just general educational value, and that's kind of been your area.
Well, I was brought on to ABS full-time as part of a general shift in focus toward becoming the premier educational resource for Beechcraft owners. We currently have over 50 hours of educational programs for our members over a 3-day time at the show.
This show is open only to members of the American Bonanza Society. What's it take to become a member, and is it encouraged for people who are not owners to join the Type Club?
Well, ABS membership is $55 a year for a domestic member, and also Canada gets that same rate. We have a fair number of international members as well. We do have a higher international rate solely because of the shipping costs of the magazine. We do encourage people who are enthusiasts about the Beech products to come and join, become a member of ABS, and then they are eligible to register for the convention, and among other things can go to the educational seminars. Anybody in the area that wants to participate in the events is absolutely welcome to become an ABS member. We have a what we consider to be the premier Type Club magazine, and that alone is, most of our members consider that to be far more than worth the $55 a year. So we encourage new membership all the time.
Where will you be coming next year so those folks can get a head start thinking about it?
Next year we're going to be in Buffalo, New York, September 22nd through 26th, and anybody in the eastern part of the United States or the Northeast who's thinking of participating in over 50 hours of educational programs, a great vendor, Beechcraft vendor-specific trade show, and a lot of social events with people that just absolutely enjoy flying their own personal airplane, they're welcome to come to ABS, become a member.
Tom, thanks for your information, your time, and have a great show.
Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate it.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
If you own a Cirrus today, or if you are considering the purchase of a new or used aircraft, consider this. Avidyne, in conjunction with the country's leading Cirrus sales and maintenance facilities, has launched the G3R9 program that combines the purchase of a late-model, low-time Cirrus aircraft and the addition of the Avidyne Integra Release 9 avionics suite for much less than you may have thought, and certainly much less than purchasing a brand new aircraft. G3R9, combining the best airframe, best engine, and best avionics for the best value.